Hello and welcome to GCN Racing's highlights of stage 12 of the Tour de France. Before we get to today, let's have a look back to yesterday, where the sprint finish into Toulouse was another humdinger, with Caleb Ewan getting the full set of Grand Tour stage wins by edging out Dylan Groenewegen for his first Tour stage win. Julian Alaphilippe still keeping the home nation happy by holding on to that yellow jersey with a 1 minute and 12 second advantage. Stage 12, 209.5 kilometres in length from Toulouse to Bagnères de Bigorre, consists of the Cat 4 Comte de Montelot to Saint-Bernard, but the sting in the tail comes with the Cat 1 Col de Peyresourde and the Hourquette d'Ancizon, whose summit comes 30 kilometres from the finish. Weather forecast for today, 22 degrees Celsius at the start, 23 at the arrival, and mostly cloudy. After 10 kilometres of neutralised, Christian Prudhomme waved the race away at kilometre 0. Always the aggressor, Thomas de Gendt was animating things at the front. A blistering start to the stage, averaging almost 50 kilometres an hour in the first hour. After numerous attacks and counter-attacks, we had a 40-rider lead group established itself at the front. While the highest placed rider on GC was Greg Van Avermaet at 14.25, the break also contained the likes of Matthew Sagan, Boysenhagen, Toons, Costa, Colbrelli and Clark, with the sprinters looking to get some green jersey points. King of the Mountains leader Tim Wellens had made the break and took the one solitary point on offer at the Côte de Montelot Saint-Bernard. The peloton grabbed some lunch while the news of Giacomo Nizzolo's abandon was announced. He'd been struggling after an early crash yesterday. Rowan Dennis, the world champion, also retiring today. Next objective was the intermediate sprint, and after a storming lead out from Daniel Oss, Peter Sagan would cross the line, adding 20 points to his total. It was job done for Sagan as they hit the lower slopes of the Cat 1 Col de Peyresourde. He drifted off the back, while Lilian Carmejean had managed to find his way off the front for Total Direct Energy. Many had said that the Tour proper starts with the time trial tomorrow, and the peloton were looking very much like it, with the gap and the break going up to 6 minutes and 30 seconds. The King of the Mountains was having another solid day, taking off after the Frenchman on the Peyresourde and stealing the points on the line. As the breakaway crested the summit, just one final mountain awaited them. EF Education first, Simon Clark was the next to throw his hat into the ring, attacking over the top and quickly building a lead. He was right down on the top tube on the descent, but the break would know he was a dangerous man to let go at this point in the race. The Aussie had built himself a 1 minute advantage as they started the Hourquette d'Ancizon climb, while behind him Matteo Trentin was chasing alone, and he too hit the foot of the climb. It was clear at this point that the breakaway would go all the way to the finish. On the mountain, Trentin was showing just what great all-round ability he possessed by catching and passing Clark as Yates, his teammate, started to close in behind. This pressure saw Clark distanced from the group as the breakaway fractured on the climb. Astana's Pale Bilbao, a double stage winner of the Giro, was closing in on the two leaders, who were now Simon Yates and Bora Hansgrohe's Gregor Malberger. Simon Yates went through the King of the Mountains point at the top of the Hourquette in the lead, but this move was all about a possible stage win. A splendidly technical twisty summit, Bilbao would join the leaders in the first kilometres of the descent. The trio were on the long run to the finish. The last time we visited Bagnères de Bigorre in 2013, the winner was Dan Martin. They now had 1:37 to the remnants of the original break and 9:07 to the yellow jersey group. Bilbao, Malberger and Yates were working nicely together, all hunting for their first Tour de France stage win. For Yates, he was looking to make it 3 Grand Tour stage victories. On a technical finish, the position into the final corner would be crucial, and the former world track champion made his move and on a visibly smaller gear kicked towards the line, and the victory went to the Mitchelton Scott rider. A great victory for Simon Yates. He was congratulated at the finish by team owner Jerry Ryan. Confirmation of the stage results. Simon Yates takes it from Pale Bilbao and Gregor Malberger, with Teish Benoot winning the bun sprint from the group behind. Team Ineos led in the bunch with Bernal and Thomas very much to the front, as was the yellow jersey of Alaphilippe, with their focus already on tomorrow's time trial. Alaphilippe still leading Thomas by 1:12. Will he still be in yellow at the end of stage 13? It's a historic Tour de France stage city with a 27.2 kilometre individual time trial starting and finishing in Pau. It's a stage on paper that looks tailor-made for second place and defending champion Geraint Thomas, but the Maillot Jaune can give you wings to fly, especially in your home tour. Expect Alaphilippe to battle to stay in yellow. Make sure you subscribe to GCN Racing and that you also hit the bell icon below so that you receive a notification every time we upload a new video.